Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Param Yat Samudrasya Himadreschaiva Dakshinam Varsham Tad Bharatam Nama Bharati Yatra Santatihi. Welcome to all for this session on Skanda Purana to the chapter 1 of Kaumarika Khanda under the Maheshwara Khanda of Skanda Purana. The obeisance to Shri Ganesha, Om, salute to Brahaspati, obeisance to that Brahma, bow to Vishnu. The holy sages asked, O wide-eyed one, recount those five tirthas of the holy places of ablution which are on the shores of the southern sea. They are spoken of very high by the people. Narada and others say that these tirthas yield the benefit of all the tirthas. We wish to hear the story and the greatness of those tirthas. Ugrisravas then replied to them, listen to the great power of Kumaranatha with wonderfully meritorious holy stories. It is that Vaipayana Vyasa formerly recounted to me with body covered with hair standing on end and drops of perspiration of delight. In this connection, let the Gatha, the religious verse sung by Kumara, be heard. O excellent sages, it has been adored by all the devas, sages, and mains. If a man resort to Madhva, Madhvakara, Madhvakara, Madhvachara, Madhvachara Stambhatirtha, or Sadachara Stambhatirtha, his residence will be invariably be in Brahmaloka like that of mine. Maheshwara is a temple known as Disappearing Temple of Gujarat, located in the near the Mahi Tirtha Mahi Sagara Sangama, which I will tell you later. This is this is available in a location near Gujarat. Vishnu Loka is greater than Brahma Loka. Shiva world is greater than that. Since he loves his son, Guha Loka is the greatest. In this connection, there is a wonderful story of Pulguna or Arjuna, formerly described by Narada. I shall tell that story in detail to you, O excellent sage. Formerly, for a certain reason, from Manikuta, that is from Manikuta, Kiriti mean Arjuna went to the five tirthas on the southern sea in order to take his holy bath. Now, this southern sea, what they are mentioning, may be treated as something like the Gulf of Kaumarika. Okay. Ascetic, on seeing them nearby, he asked the great sages, sorry, out of fear, ascetics always used to avoid those tirthas. The first tirtha of Kumaresha, Lord Kartikeya, is a favorite of the sage Kumaresha. The second one of Stambhesha is a favorite of the sage Saubhadra. The third one is Bhartareshwara. It is an excellent tirtha loved by Paulomi, means Shichi, the wife of Indra. Fourth one is Mahakala, a favorite of the king Karandama. Fifth one is called Siddhesha. It is a favorite tirtha of Bharadwaja. The leading scion of the family of Kuru saw all these five tirthas. They were highly meritorious, but they were avoided by ascetics. On seeing them nearby, he asked the great sages, the followers of Narada, these tirthas are very beautiful and have wonderful powers. Tell me, why are they always avoided by the expounders of the Vedas? Ascetics then replied, five crocodiles live in them. They take away the ascetics, hence, O scion of the family of Kuru, these tirthas are avoided. On hearing this, that warrior Arjuna of great arms made up his mind to go to those tirthas. And those ascetics told him, O Phalguna, it does not behove you to go therein. Many kings and sages have been killed by crocodiles in the course of last 12 years. You have taken holy dips in millions of tirthas. What worth are these tirthas unto you? do not become one observing the suicidal vow of Patanga Vrata. That means the moth which is running into the fire, the way the moth's falling into the fire. Arjuna then said, may the quintessence of what has been spoken, advised by you, people showering kindness on me, be explained here and now. A man seeking pity and virtue should not be prevented by noble souled ones. A foolish minded person prevents a man desirous of formulating holy rites. He will be reduced to ash by the deep sighs of the people dependent on him. Life is momentary like the lightning streak. If that is spent for the sake of holy rites, let it pass away like that. What is the harm therein? Only they are the genuine men on the earth whose life, wealth, wives, sons, fields, and abodes are utilized and sacrificed for the sake of Dharma. The ascetics then replied, since you speak in this manner, O Partha, let your life be prolonged. May your love be always directed towards righteous life. Go ahead and do as you desire. On being told thus, the most excellent one among the descendants of Bharatha bowed down to them. He was encouraged with blessings. He went ahead to visit those holy Thirthas. Thereafter, that hero, the torturer of enemies, went to the excellent Tirtha of the great sage Subhadra. He plunged into it and began to bathe in it. Thereupon, a great crocodile that had been moving about under the waters hold of Dhananjaya, the son of Kunti, a tiger among men. Kaunteya seized the tremendous aquatic animal with force, that hero of mighty arms, the most excellent one among mighty persons, rose up along with it. On being raised up by Arjuna of great renown, that crocodile became a woman of auspicious features, adorned with all ornaments. Her dresses were lustrous, O Brahmanas. She was very charming and had a divine form. On seeing this great miracle, Dhananjaya, the son of Kunti, became excessively delighted. He spoke these words to that woman, O lady of auspicious features, who are you? When did this happen that you became an aquatic animal? What for have you committed this great sin? The woman replied, I am a celestial damsel, O son of Kunti, and I used to roam about and stay in the forest of Devas, also known as Devaranya. I am permanent beloved of Kuvera, named Varcha, O warrior of powerful arms, I had four other friends, all of whom were splendid ones, capable of going anywhere as they pleased. I started along with them from the abode of the king of Devas. All of us saw a Brahmana who was abodeless. He was a sannyasi. He was handsome. He was reciting the Veda mantras. He was residing in a lonely place. O hero, that forest was enveloped in the splendor of his penance. Like the sun, he brightened the entire region around him. On seeing his penance, wonderful appearance, and handsome features, I descended down to that spot with a desire to cause some hindrance to his penance. All of us, Saurabheyi, Meyi, Buddha, Lata, and I simultaneously, these are the four friends of that lady Vacha. I simultaneously approached that Brahmana, who descendant of Bharatha. singing, sporting, cajoling, and enticing him. That stage of great heroism did not turn his mind or attention towards us. That excessively refulgent one did not waver at all. He remained engaged in the spotless penance. O great Kshatriya hero, that Brahmana became angry with us and cursed us. You will become crocodiles and stay under water for 100 years. Whereupon all of us became distressed and pained, O most excellent one among the descendants of Bharatha, we sought refuge in that Brahmana ascetic devoid of sins. We had become arrogant due to our beauty, youthful age, and love. We have committed an improper thing. O Brahmana, it behoves you to forgive us. This alone is a slaughter at death for us. But we came here to tempt you, whose soul has reached a praiseworthy state. That is enough for us, O ascetic. People who deliberate on virtue and pity consider that women have been created as those who should never be killed. Hence, O sage, conversant with Dharma, this view of learned men should be accepted by you righteously. Good men protect and defend those who seek refuge in them. You are worthy of being sought refuge in. We have approached you, hence it behoves you to forgive us. On being told thus that righteous Brahmana, the performer of splendid rites, having the luster of the sun and the moon, condescended, he had decided to favor us, O heroic warrior. Brahmana said, considering the conduct of all of you, I am a bit confused in my mind. Alas, your impudence and timidity, alas, your delusions, your inclinations towards sinful activity. If people were to be aware that death is always perched on their heads, they cannot even relish their food, much less would be commission of the misdemeanor appeal to them. Alas, the birth of one among human beings is the rarest among all births. Even that is being slighted by certain vicious ones, deluded by women. We put to them this question: what is the cause of your birth? What is the gain thereby? Think about this seriously in your mind and then let it be replied. We do not blame these women from whom one takes at birth. We censure only those persons who are reckless with them, with the women, who associate with them without any restraint. Since couples are created by the lotus born Lord for the growth of the universe, that process should be maintained. There is no sin or harm in it. The maintenance of stage of a householder is best if it is carried out with that woman who is given in marriage by kinsmen in the presence of fire god and in the assembly of brahmanas. Only then can it yield all benefits. The union of Prakriti and Purusha with each other can be conducive to guna only when it is achieved. If it is not achieved, it is for aguna, absence of guna. In this manner, one's own householdership achieved with effort is excellent and is conducive to great guna, that is goodness or welfare. If it is not achieved, it is for aguna, that is evil. In the city with five entrances, this is basically he is referring to our senses. In the city with five entrances, the gatekeeper is accompanied by 11 soldiers. Though he is with his woman, how can we have many children if he is sentimental? Here, city means basically the body. Five entrances are five seats of the sense organs, and then 11 soldiers are basically the sense organs plus the organs with which we do our work, and 10 plus the intellect. The union with a woman is for the service to the whole universe through Panchayagnas, the five holy rites, and other sacred activities. Here, Panchayagna basically comes under different types of activity a householder is supposed to do. Alas, it is being utilized otherwise by foolish persons who listen. If not, your desire of listening becomes splendid. Still, we cry and shout with our arm raised. Who will going to hear to that? The semen virile is the essence of six dhatus, that is essential constituents of the body. If a good yoni vagina is avoided and it is deposited in a kuyoni, because the semen is supposed to be deposited in a good vagina, a good yoni, and not in a bad or despicable yoni. The defects are many, as told by Yama. The outset, he is the enemy of medicinal herbs, then he is the enemy of self, enemy of departed parents, enemy of the whole universe. He goes to the hell of Khanda, means Tamishra, and remains there for endless years. This is in reference to someone who built his semen in a kuyoni. Pitrus, devas, sages, common people, and all living beings depend upon man. For that purpose, one should put restraint on oneself. They say that man of self restraint is Sati Sattva, the soul is God, and the man has perfect control over speech, mind, tongue, hands, and ears. Others are Kakatirtha, which is contemptible ones. Men of tamasa nature take delight in a crow-like, that is evil natured person, mistaking him for a swan, that is a good natured person. What benefit do devas derive thereby? Let this be thought of. If one reflects in one's heart about the structure of the universe in this manner, how can one's mind indulge in and be diverted by sinful activities, even for the sake of three worlds? This fact has been read by other men in the sacred literature. It has been directly perceived by me in the world of Yama. Will I become deluded then, O women? What anger should I feel towards you all? People carry out those things for which they have been created, whether they are real or unreal. The words Shatam means hundred, Sahasram means thousand, and Vishwam all denote inexhaustibleness. The measure hundred only does not denote inexhaustibleness or unendingness. That means he is telling the he because he cursed them to be remain there for 100 years. 100 or 1,000 simply means many years. And it is not exactly the 100 or not exactly the 1,000 years. So for several years they remain as crocodiles till they'll be saved by Partha or Arjuna. As crocodiles, you will be catching hold of persons in the water. If an excellent man takes you out of the water and throws you on the ground, you will all regain your own respective forms. Falsehood has never been uttered by me, even in jest. Purification by this auspicious contact will be conducive to your good. The women then said, thereafter we saluted that Brahmana who was circumambulating him. We went away from that place and thought thus, as we were extremely miserable and dejected, where can all of us in the shortest possible time meet that man who will give us back our own respective previous forms? After thinking thus for a short while, O descendant of Bharatha, we saw the celestial sage Narada of great fortune. On seeing that celestial sage of unmeasured luster, all of us became delighted. After saluting him, O son of Krita, we should we stood there with our misery visible in our faces. He asked us the cause of our misery, and we told him the same. After hearing the same exactly, he spoke these words. In the southern ocean, there are five Thirthas in a marshy place. Go to those beautiful and meritorious places. Do not delay. Dhananjaya, a son of Pandu, a tiger among men, a hero of pure soul, will liberate you all stationed there from this misery. There is no doubt about it. After hearing his words, O warrior, we have all come here. It behoves you to make those words true, O son of Pandu. Indeed, the birth of good men like you is for the help of the wretched and miserable people. On hearing her words, the son of Pandu bathed in all the Tirthas one by one and redeemed them who had become crocodiles. He made them regain their original forms. When they bowed down to that warrior, they uttered blessings and good wishes for his victory. As they were about to go, Dhananjaya, the son of Pritha, has said to them, "This there is a doubt surging in my heart. Why did sage Narada permit you to stay here in your exile? Even the basest fellow works in the interest of persons whom he adores. Why did Narada say that you could stay in these tirthas worthy of his adoration? Because Narada liked those tirthas, he adored those tirthas. In that case, why did he allow you to stay here? Similarly, how could you all stay here in spite of the fact that the very powerful Navadurgas, nine Durgas are the nine goddesses, Siddhesha and Siddhaganapa, Lord of Siddha group, are here in the same Tirtha? Each of these is competent to ward off even Devas. How was it that none of them prevented you from obstructing the functioning of these Tirthas? As I think of this, my mind wavers. My curiosity has been aroused much. It behoves you to tell only the truth. The celestial damsels then said, "You have put a relevant question, O son of Kunti. Now look in the direction of the north. Here comes the praiseworthy sage Narada, surrounded by his brahmana followers. He will answer every question that you have put." After saying this, they went up into the sky. Thus ended chapter 1 of the Kaumarika Khanda in the Maheshwara Khanda of Skanda Purana, in which we have learnt about the five great tirthas in the southern sea. What is being mentioned here as southern sea is basically in somewhere near Gulf of Khambata in Gujarat, where we have you can locate the Maheshwara temple, also known as disappearing temple of Gujarat, which disappears often in the ocean, and the remaining tirthas are also nearby. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.